Hey gang, here's something a little bit different. I just want to talk about these Spitz brand sunflower seeds. I'm a big time sunflower seed eater. I have eaten sunflower seeds since I was a little kid. My mom used to eat them. She used to buy, the David brand sunflower seeds that came in the red, white, and blue bag, and I've eaten those for years and years and years. And they're kind of like an addiction for me. If I don't stop myself, I'll eat a whole bag, and my tongue will be all beat up by the end of the day from all the salt from these things. So I kind of wanted to make this video because, call it a review if you like, but it's almost more like a public service announcement. I ate David brand sunflower seeds for years, and they were pretty good. And just in the last, maybe 5 to 10 years, it seemed like the quality declined, and it seemed like the sunflower seeds had gotten smaller and harder to crack open. I was getting just a little bit burnt out on the flavor and the whole idea that they're kind of brined in salt water or something, to where they have that real dry, salty, gray appearance, and they just weren't very flavorful. And like I said, the quality seemed like it declined. You'd crack open a sunflower seed every once in a while and get one of those really nasty tasting ones where you had to spit it out and you almost didn't want to eat anymore because it was so gross. If you guys aren't big sunflower seed eaters, you don't know what I'm talking about. If you are, you definitely know what I'm talking about. So I started to gravitate away from David and look for different brands of sunflower seeds that were really good. And one of the other brands that I tried was Frito-Lay. They were pretty good. I ate those for a few years off and on with David, and went back and forth, and it seemed like kind of the same thing. It's like the quality seemed to decline, and every once in a while you'd hit on like a little run of like 5 or 10 bad seeds in a row, and I'd get kind of grossed out and not even want to eat anymore. And anyway, I was at work a few months back, and I was actually with a different survey crew than who I normally work with. I was with a different crew chief, and tucked inside the door of their work truck was a bag of these Spitz cracked pepper sunflower seeds. And I asked him, can I dog some of your seeds? Can I have a few? And he said, they're from the other guy that works with me, but he doesn't care. He's down to share, so go ahead and take some. So I had a few, and I was like, my eyes bugged out. I was like, these are incredible. I know it sounds silly to say about a sunflower seed, but I mean, these were just like night and day. It was like a revolution. I can't remember the last time I had a sunflower seed that was as good as the ones in that bag. And like one after the next, I had a few dozen, and just every single one was really good. The flavor was really good. So like that day, after I got home from work, I drove around, hit a few stores, tried to find these, and I actually had a bit of a time finding them. I knew you could get them at 7-Eleven because I saw the 7-Eleven sticker on my coworker's bag, as you can see on here, and I drove around. I tried a few different places, CVS, Walgreens, Walmart. Nobody seemed to have them, and so finally I ended up at 7-Eleven, where I thought they probably had them, and in fact they did. They have several different flavors. They have standard salted, which are actually very similar to those from David or Frito-Lay, or I think there's another brand called Big or Bigs, something like that. So the traditional sunflower seed that you're all used to, they do make one by Spitz that's exactly the same. But they also have several other flavors. They have some that are called seasoned, that have several different spices in them. They have one called spicy. They have one of the flavors is chili lime. As you see here, they have the cracked pepper and the dill pickle. And I think there might be one other one that escapes my memory at the moment. But they have several different flavors, and that's their main gag, is that they have a lot of flavored sunflower seeds. They're very, very good. I'm going to open these and kind of show you what they look like. And right off the bat, when you look in the bag, you can tell they're not exactly the same as the ones that you're used to. These are they're less gray, they're more brown. The seeds are larger. And they open a lot easier. They're fuller. The seeds inside, or the kernels inside, are much bigger than with. I know that looked gross. I dumped them back in the bag, but I'm the only one that eats these. My wife hates them, so they're all for me. But they're much, much bigger than the ones that we're all used to from a lot of the other brands. And even I know that David and some of the other brands are starting to get into the flavored seeds like these. David for years has had barbecue, or they also have ranch flavor. And I think they also now have like a spicy version of their sunflower seeds. But all of those, their flavored ones, leave this kind of gross stuff on your fingers. You eat a bunch of them, the stuff sticks on your fingers, and it gets on your lips, and it's like this heavy coating. And I don't know how this brand does it, but their sunflower seeds don't have that gross coating. And the interesting part about the Spitz flavored seeds is that you can eat them like for an hour or two without a glass of water or a soda or anything, and like you might get a little bit thirsty, but you're not going to be dying like you would with the usual brined and salted sunflower seeds. The flavors are also very true to the descriptions. This one tastes exactly like cracked pepper. I mean, it's almost kind of spooky. It almost has like this weird sort of like steak kind of flavor to it. But I'm not trying to gross you out if that sounds like weird. They don't taste meaty or anything. It's hard to explain. It almost has like this weird peppery, barbecuey, charbroiled flavor. They're amazing. I wish that I could like throw some at you through the internet and you could catch them and eat them because they are that good. The dill pickle ones, this one, I thought that sounded disgusting, and it was just disgusting enough for me to be interested to try it. I thought that was going to be horrid, and I know David and Frito-Lay and some of the other brands also have dill pickle sunflower seeds, and I never bought them because it sounds so nasty. I do like pickles, but I didn't think I would want to blend that flavor with sunflower seeds. If you like sunflower seeds, these will change your life. As long as you do not, as long as you're not opposed to dill pickle flavor, you're going to flip out when you try these. Very, very good, and you just can't stop eating them. I think I've rambled on enough, and I know it's a little bit different than what I usually do on my channel, but, you know, this is just something I'm kind of passionate about. I'm a big fan of sunflower seeds, and I want to say that these guys, I think they're based out of Canada, Spitz brand. I think they're Canadian. These guys are killing it. So the other sunflower seed companies need to wake up and step up their game and improve their quality control. Out of all the bags of these I've eaten, I think I might have run across 1 or 2 individual seeds that were bad, that had a funky taste. Absolutely every other one was perfect. There's a million like already shelled sunflower seeds, you know, accidentally shelled, so where it's just the kernels in here, and those are cool because those get like all the flavor like right on them. And so when you open up the bag, and the other, I always thought, when I opened sunflower seeds, I thought it was a big deal if I found one that was already shelled, like it was like getting a freebie, a little early Christmas present. There's a ton of them in these bags. So that's it, I'll stop. If you're a sunflower seed eater, check these out. You will love them. The rest of you, if you don't really care for sunflower seeds, but you haven't had them in a long time, try these and you might be a new convert. You might be into them. That's it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.